Missy Jen's reading our love mail from our fans, huh? They just love us.
Yes.
Who's Saucy Susie? She wants a three-way. Hey, I'm one T-girl. I can only do so much. You know what I mean? So, all right. Well, there's the rolling Rancho. We're going to be going out this weekend, so we're going to have to make some arrangements to get that out of the back here over there. But we got bigger fish to fry today, guys. Part 2 of the well pump saga here, and I got the call from the well pump rebuilding dig today, and the well pump is ready to be picked up. Now here's the deal. It had a burned armature, the winding in there had shorted out, and there was a break of continuity within the inside winding there. I'm not going to get all technical and stuff, but let's just say it was kaput. It wasn't going to fly again or turn, short of winding it. So what this guy did is he picked up a 3/4 horsepower motor, which is a 1/4 horsepower more than the half horsepower motor that was in the unit, and he's gone ahead and slapped that on there and got that working up real good. So we're getting an extra 1/4 horsepower, so the whole thing came in at 3 bills as versus about 5 if I was to go out and get a new 3/4 horsepower. So hopefully I'm just gonna be able to slap her on and prime her and just put this nightmare behind me today, because our weather is definitely degrading here. We have you know, it's going to be cloudy and probably a little bit of rain. I got a lot of tools out here and stuff, so let's get on our way down to the rebuilder dick here and pick up our unit. Okay, here we go. This is one hard working guy right here. All right, guess there's all apartments over there, huh? I don't know. Anybody want a big ass motor? All right. Wow, look at that inside of there. What would account for that? Why would it do that?
It just shorts out.
Wow, that's incredible.
What I found in there was a freaking lizard.
That is unbelievable. Look at that. Wow.
It was a lizard that took it out.
A lizard?
Yeah. Or a frog.
Yeah, it burned and this got sucked right inside. You think that's a snake
he
or
was
a
in
frog?
there. I think it's a frog or a lizard.
Wow, that is really disgusting.
But what happens is they piss on the windings.
Yeah.
And then it's turned on and electricity goes.
Wow, you think they'd have some kind of screen on the outside to keep that from
well, they got, you know, these are fairly narrow here.
Right.
Vents. But look how big these are.
I know. Wow, you think that was a little froggy, huh?
Oh yeah, they go
Well, he
in there.
met his maker, huh?
They go in there and do
Wow, you don't see that every day, guys. Brought down by a frog. There it is. It's about an inch longer than the other one, but it's a 3/4. Can you believe a damn frog or something got in the inside of it, and that's what peed on the windings? And that was all she wrote. You think that they would screen that? Unbelievable. Well, you live long enough, you see everything in the world. Tell you what, guys, this place is busy as hell today. I will tell you what, it's not every day that a frog comes along and pees on an electric motor. Oh man, that frog must have been like woo, and Jen went to click that thing on the water that night. That poor little bastard went up big time. Well, we've got half the city. Looks like we're here today, so I don't know if I can get out of here or not. Over here. Nope, I guess not. I guess I'm gonna have to back up here. Oh boy. Anyway, that's you don't see that every day. That's for sure. And it's just some of the little shit that drives you crazy. Rancho. Even a very small one like ours, there's always some crap that's going to go bad, but the windings, I've never seen windings so burned as those. So, well, all right guys, we'll see you back at the Rancho. Oh, wow. You know, you can always tell you're home. Just say it. What a...
I swear that.
What a... Say it, honey.
I'm not
What
gonna,
a...
I'm not gonna say it.
Say it. Oh, you're finding your center now. Good. Good. Well, look what we got. This is going to be a real tight fit here because this is a bigger motor, and it takes up more. You know, it's about 1.5 inches longer here. So I'm gonna have to try to hold this on, and then maybe we could get 2 bolts. If I'm holding it in position, maybe you could get 2 of the bolts started on the top, and we can kind of get it in position there. How's that sound? So grab one of them and let's get ready to rumble on this thing.
This is the.
Got to listen to that shit every day, huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to. Maybe you could put your foot in front to keep it from moving forward a little bit. Start your top bolt there now. Yeah, at the top. Right there. Turn it into position. Keep turning it if you can. Can you turn it anymore? Is it going? Is it going in, honey? Don't do it, you'll get thicker. We're doing one at a time here. This damn thing is heavy. Hell. And just kind of trying to get her started here. Get one on, and then we'll get the other ones jacked into position here. I've got a brick on the back to kind of wedge it up here. That should be okay. We'll make sure that's going to be drawn tight on there, and that impeller shaft hits that drive shaft properly. I think we should be okay. Our weather situation is just starting to degrade here. So we can get these top ones in and then get the bottom ones in. Tighten her down and let's see what we get. That'll give you a workout, Missy Jen. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. This thing's really heavy. We'll probably end up using some brick for a kind of under support here. Gonna have to fashion something. I don't want that to just be dead weight hanging on that. So let's bump it a little bit and see what we get. Yeah, I've got it's just 110, so just bump it. I still have to hook up the pressure line for the pressure sensor. I need to also prime it. prime that tube. You like the way I grab them first time every time. Oh boy. Alright. World's worst tool set right here. We're going to go ahead and don't fall down there. Don't fall down. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and prime her up and take her from there and then do our final install, okay? Alright guys, about an hour later, it took a little bit of finagling to get this pump primed. Usually this is your prime hole right here. But let me tell you brother, that wasn't cutting it today. So I ended up removing the gauge, the pressure gauge here, and feeding her from up here and filling up all the chambers, and that seemed to do the trick. The big issue I have back here is this is not long enough now, this pressure regulator. So I guess I'm going to try to run out and maybe get a longer one, because I can't mount this properly on the housing here, and it's dangerous like that. So alright, well, in pulling this back out, I knew we would have it. We'd have a major flood to depressurize the system back there, so there's nothing to do but let all that pressure come out there. And by the time I get back, it'll probably be drained away, so I don't want any short circuits or anything here. So I got to go get a longer piece of pressure hose here, guys. So off to the plumbing supply house. Well, my usual my usual plumbing supply dick did not have what I needed. This pressure switch, it's going to be 210 psi rated. It's not just the rating of the pressure of the pressurized water system. It's actually, by physics, because it's a much smaller little piece of tubing, the pressure is going to be exponentially higher in that little tube. So it has to be 200 to 200 pounds per square inch rated. So I've now been directed to go down to the pump supply dick, one of them here in town. Otherwise, I'm going to have to pop a piece of, I'm going to have to joy rig something on the back of the electric motor, and I'm not crazy about that. And I might have to put a elbow on, and then another a junction piece to make it fit. And just my luck, freaking school's getting out now, so rush hour be upon us, guys, so the hits continue. Alright, Bartley pump. I think they're actually making me up one. This is the piece that I need. This pressure hose right here. They do it in copper too. You could use copper tubing, but alright, good deal, huh? What I like, serve this with a smile. I thought I had my soda here, but I don't. When I came in the door, there's just a $20 bill laying here. What the hell? You know. There it is, Bartley pump. The guy just gave it to me. I insisted on giving him $5, but wasn't that nice for him? The shop dick back there just made it up for me. So how awesome is that? This moment of relaxation brought to you by O'Kelly Productions. Now get back to work. Back to it now. Yeah. This was like electrocution city when I left. The things are drying out a little bit here, but need to do a remount on the pressure regulator switch now. And if you don't know, the theory of this switch is that this pump is putting out pressure here from this fitting down here, and it goes into here, and when it reaches 40 pounds per square inch pressure, then it trips that relay and cuts off the water so you don't over pressurize your lines. Well, this is a little drier here, thank goodness. I thought Jen was gonna cry when she saw all this water gushing out, but what the hell can you do, guys? You got to do what you got to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this tucked in now and cleaned up and get the cover on that, and keep moving forward here. I want to finish this up today. That sure looks a lot better, all buttoned up now. The only thing we have to do is hook up our new piece of hose here, our pressure tubing, repressurize the system, and this ugly job should be at an end. Let's do the easy end first, huh? Let's be chicken and do that. Okay, that went on real good. Well, I thought it was. This plastic, you got to be really careful of not crossing threads. You have to prime the pump, you have to introduce water into the system. I'll do that now. Keep it kind of under control. It's like electrocution city back here. And what we're doing is filling this housing. Well, some of it's going down here, but some's going the other way too. We want to make sure this is not dry, because if this seal is dry, then the seal will fail. The heat will get to the seal and it will fail between the well pump and the impeller. It actually, the fan that actually pulls up. So getting there. That should be enough to get it up. Let's put our pressure. Stick our pump on and check our pressure here. Missy Jen, you could come in close and check the pressure. Here, way close. They can't see it like here. Watch and see if our well pressure. I'm going to turn that off there. All right. Are you as tired of this job as I am?
Yeah.
No, you can pressurize the system now. It's okay.
I was tired this morning already.
God darn! I had to fight for that pressure switch tubing. That really sucked. I can't stand doing plumbing work. No offense to you plumbers out there. Rosie's all about the electrical. Now turn that to the back now. I don't much care. It's fine. You turn it too much, you'll break that housing. Alright, so let's see what happens now if she cuts off. Regulates here. Well, that's a lot of pressure, probably too much. We probably need to adjust this relay, and I'm gonna have to read how to do that. It's probably right here. So given the strength of the new pump, because I don't want to bust our lines out here. So at least we know we've now got things going good here. These lines all around the place, they won't take more than 40 psi, 45, or they'll just blow. So all right, well, there it is, guys. We've got the I'll probably come back and have another go at that gauge, but that's okay. We're holding pressure. We've got a much stronger 3/4 horsepower. Might try just adjusting that. That should be kind of cutting off, so I'll kind of doodle around with that a little bit. Yeah, that should kind of cut off. Okay, so maybe it was ready to cut off itself at 45, or maybe it just needed a little help from me, huh? All right, so why don't we run the water a little bit and see if she kicks on again. So we're going to have to make some adjustments. I'm not sure exactly what level this is going to cut on here. Okay, it cut on at about 30 psi. And let's see where she cuts off now. I don't want to waste all this water. It's way too much pressure on there. I took a quick crash course on how to adjust the square D pressure pump, and from what I found out, this establishes the 20 psi range. In other words, you can move that from 30 to 50, or 35 to 55, 40 to 60, and so forth. The more you crank it down, the higher the range will be, and then this is an absolute cutoff point that cuts off the water. So let's go ahead and fire her up, and we'll see where she ends up here. Okay, and according to everything, 50 to 60 is fine in there, because the pressure out on the lines is always going to be lower anyway. We're getting a little bit of lag hysteresis on this gauge here. Okay, so she cut off good there. So I think we're all good to go, guys. So I'm going to button her up and have a few closing thoughts on a job well done. So at about 30 psi, it'll click back on again. So that's a good level to constantly maintain. So mission accomplished. So let me go ahead and button her up, and I'll have a few final words to say on this project. You live in a moderately sized, well, this is a pretty big city, 200,000 people, as cities go, but you'll find over time that the city doesn't like it when people have independence with their water supply. They want everybody into the sewer system and the H2O system, and we're in it. But if we had to use city water to irrigate all of our orchard, all of our citrus trees here, and our tomatoes and whatever vegetables that we choose to grow here, we'd be paying about $300 to $400 a month. Yes, believe it or not, out here to use, you know, 20 or so thousand gallons of water. But as we have the well, our water and sewer bill stays pretty constant in the summertime at about $60 to $70 per month combined. So we're blessed, and it's not something I'm willing to give up. You know, the city makes it more a pain in the ass every year to fill in forms and declarations that you're not using it to drink or to you know, to do wash, showering, or household stuff, although it's probably cleaner than what may be coming in to the house now. Who knows? We've never had it evaluated. We used it for, you know, making moonshine, which is fine because it goes into a still and it comes out of distilled spirit. But for irrigation, it can't be beat. So all in, $300 for stepped up from a 1/2 to 3/4 horsepower motor. It should give great duty. The higher the horsepower, the longer the longevity should be, the less wear and tear on that. Got it primed up good, got the regulator switch set, got the electrics all done, the new pressure piece of high pressure hose, which that guy was nice enough to fabricate for me at Bartley Pumps. So that was awesome. So between Moody Electric with the new motor, the new reconditioned 3/4 horsepower, and Bartley setting me up with the piece of pressure tubing here, we can wrap up this job and get on with our life now. So, you know, if I had to call somebody in to do this job, it would probably be anywhere from $500 to maybe $800. So at $300, I guess I shouldn't whine too much. Thanks for being along, guys. On the Rancho gets a new well water pump, and that damn $300 frog that chose to crawl inside of the housing of the unit and pee in there and cause this $300 disaster here. That's the most expensive frog that you will ever meet. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and thumbs up are most appreciated.